You may be aware that MongoDB shell is actually a JavaScript shell. So, for example, take this document I have that's a recipe for toast. Super useful. Now, you can see there's a directions right here. So instead of actually affecting my query, since this is a JavaScript object that's returned, I can actually just tack directions onto the end there, and I get back just that field. But I can take this a step further. I can create a function and save it. We'll call it show directions. That will take a document and then just bring back our directions. So we do that, but now this time we'll take that same query, but we'll wrap it in our show directions function. So exact same query here again, a find one, and we'll just get back the directions. Now, if we want to do this on multiple documents, for example, if we want to get the titles, I could create a get titles function here, and it will take a number of documents and run a map, a JavaScript map on it, and then take each document and get its title. So again, I'll use the get titles function here, but this time I will do a find to get all the documents, but this is going to bring back a cursor, so I'm going to need to turn that to an array. Now when I do that, I get back all my document titles in an array. Now we could take this yet one more step further. So I'm going to preemptively make this function here that is basically going to do a null coalesce. So we'll say if I don't get anything back for the string, I'm going to do a question mark. And then I'm going to make another function, and we'll call this summary. And it's a bit longer, but I'll break it down. So this will take a number of documents again, and then do a map on them. And for each document, it has a string literal here, and it will get the title, and then I'm wrapping QMark around the cook time because not all the documents have a value for cook time. And the same thing for the average rating, because each of them don't necessarily have an average rating. So if I do that, and I run my summary function I just created, and do the same find with to array, you'll see I get back this array with the name, the title of the document, the 300 minutes it took, and this time the cook time, and the average rating. But you'll see this one didn't have a cook time, but it gave us a question mark. And this one down here didn't have a cook time or an average rating, but we have a question mark, so we can nicely format it. You can do this and a ton more tricks using JavaScript in your terminal without ever actually having to go back and forth to the programming language or driver. So why don't you give it a try?